This is the story of Aarav, a college student who was mocked for his poor English, but refused to let humiliation define him. Through nightly practice, speaking to himself in front of the mirror, and consistent effort using effective learning techniques, he transformed from a shy boy into a fluent, confident speaker. His journey shows how determination and smart practice can turn weaknesses into strengths and inspire an entire community. Aarav started his first year of college with excitement and big dreams. He imagined making new friends, learning new things, and becoming the best version of himself. But when classes began, something unexpected happened. His weak English became a reason for a few classmates to laugh at him. Whenever he tried to answer a question in class, some students whispered, giggled, or mocked the way he spoke. Their jokes felt sharp, even if he pretended not to care. Each laugh chipped away at his confidence a little more. Soon, Aarav stopped raising his hand. Instead of speaking, he stayed silent. Instead of looking up, he started looking down. But even in those quiet moments, when he felt small and embarrassed, something inside him refused to give up. A small voice kept telling him that he could improve if he really tried. He didn't have to accept this version of himself forever. He could write a different story. One evening, after a particularly difficult day, Aarav returned to his room feeling frustrated and defeated. He stood in front of the mirror and stared at his reflection for a long moment. His heart felt heavy, but instead of crying or giving up, he tried something new. He opened his mouth and began speaking in English, slowly, awkwardly, and with mistakes. His sentences were broken, but he refused to stop. That moment became the beginning of his transformation. The next day, he made a plan. If he wanted to improve, he needed to practice every single day. No excuses. No waiting for confidence. No waiting for the perfect moment. Aarav created a simple routine that he promised to follow faithfully. He started using vocabulary flashcards to learn new words. Each time he learned a new word, he made at least 2 sentences with it. Then he repeated them out loud until the pronunciation felt natural. He watched English shows and movies with subtitles, so he could hear the correct pronunciation while reading along. He listened to English podcasts during breakfast, during walks, and before sleeping. Slowly, his ears became comfortable with new sounds. Aarav also began writing in a small journal. Every night before bed, he wrote about his day, even if the sentences were simple. At first, his writing was full of errors, but he didn't let that stop him. Writing helped him think in English and express himself more clearly. One of the most powerful techniques he used was shadowing. He picked videos of native speakers and spoke along with them, copying their accent, rhythm, and tone. At first, he felt silly. But week by week, his speaking improved dramatically. His tongue became more flexible, and the words he once struggled with started rolling out smoothly. His roommates noticed the change too. They saw sticky notes everywhere, on the mirror, the cupboard, the desk, even the bed. Each sticky note had a word, a phrase, or a sentence. They heard him practicing late at night, sometimes whispering, sometimes repeating words loudly. They saw the spark in his eyes, a spark that only people who are fighting for their future carry. Aarav was no longer just learning English. He was rebuilding his confidence piece by piece. Months passed, and slowly, something wonderful happened. The boy who once stayed silent began speaking in class. His pronunciation improved. His sentences flowed more naturally. He no longer hesitated or feared making mistakes. When the teacher asked a question, his hand went up, not trembling but steady. The same classmates who had laughed at him now looked at him with surprise. Some even seemed impressed. A few of them approached him after class to ask how he had improved so quickly. They asked for tips, resources, and advice. Aarav didn't boast, and he didn't mention the nights he cried or practiced until his throat hurt. He only smiled and encouraged them to start practicing too. Aarav remembered every step of his journey. The embarrassing moments, the broken sentences, the doubt, and the courage it took to try again every day. He didn't feel angry at those who mocked him earlier. Instead, he felt grateful for the journey. Their laughter had pushed him to improve, and now he stood stronger because of it. The techniques he used, daily speaking practice, vocabulary learning, listening to English often, journaling, shadowing, and learning words through real sentences, all became part of his personal formula for success. They weren't magical tricks. They were simple, consistent actions. And that consistency changed everything. By the end of the year, Aarav's transformation spread across the campus. Everyone knew about the quiet boy who turned into a confident speaker. His story was no longer something whispered with laughter. It was shared with admiration. Students who struggled with English or any weakness looked at Aarav and felt hope. His transformation made them believe that improvement was possible for anyone willing to work for it. Many of them approached him for guidance, and he shared everything he knew because he understood how painful it was to feel left behind. Through this journey, Aarav discovered something far greater than English fluency. He learned that no one has the right to define your future. People may laugh at your starting point, but they cannot control your destination, unless you let them. Your weaknesses do not determine who you become. Your effort does. Aarav proved that mastery doesn't come from talent, intelligence, or natural ability. It comes from persistence. It comes from showing up every day, even when you feel tired or embarrassed. It comes from choosing growth over comfort. He learned that improvement begins the moment you stop wishing and start working. The moment you tell yourself, I can grow. I can get better. I deserve a chance to succeed. That belief was the real turning point in his journey. Aarav's story teaches us a powerful lesson. You may start at a disadvantage, but you don't have to stay there. Every small step you take can reshape your future. Every word you practice, every mistake you correct, and every moment you push yourself brings you one step closer to the person you want to become. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build. Skill is not a gift. It is a habit. And success is not luck. It is the result of consistent hard work. Aarav learned English, but more importantly, he learned courage. He learned discipline. He learned self-respect. And he learned that the world stops laughing the moment you start believing in yourself. Your journey can be the same. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be talented. You only need to start and keep going. Because with the right techniques, the right mindset, and steady effort, anyone can improve, no matter how far behind they start. I hope this story touched your heart. Life is full of moments that teach, heal, and transform us. And sharing them keeps the light of inspiration alive. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need a little hope today, and subscribe for more heartwarming stories. Until we meet again, keep believing, keep smiling, and take care of your beautiful soul.